Sound check.
Good,
Good evening.
morning, teacher.
It's okay. It's okay. Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Anything okay? Thank you. And you?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. It's been a long time. Yeah, and I'm glad
Yes.
that you're back. Welcome back to your class here at Free Talk
Yes.
English. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, how are you doing? Why were you absent? If you don't mind me asking, I actually worried that you might be busy or something.
Yesterday I'm ill, but last
Oh.
every day before last week,
Uh-huh.
I'm busy. When
Okay.
home my village. Yes.
Okay. You went home to your village. You visited,
Y-
relatives and
Yes.
stuff. All right.
Yes.
And how did it
Yes.
go? Was it okay?
Yes. Anything okay? Yes.
Everything's okay. Cool. All right.
Yes.
But you said you were
Yes.
ill last night. What happened? What happened to you?
South throat and headache. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I remember
Yes.
before the Tet holiday. Do you still remember that before the Tet holiday? you
Yes.
were having a lot of um, hiccups.
High
It
cut, high
also,
cut. Yeah.
yeah, hiccups. It also affects your sore throat, one way or the other.
Yes.
You know, if you will notice, if you had like a lot of hiccups, one thing that you will notice is that your throat will be in pain, one way or the other. So anyway, all right. Now that you're back, what's important is that you're back. Let's go ahead with our lessons again. All right. If you
Yes.
can please pull up your books or
Yes.
your book, page 28,
Yes.
chapter
Yes.
11, material types. This was the last lesson that we had, but we weren't able to finish it. So,
Yes.
what I want you to do so that we can refresh your memory is that we're going to
Yes.
review half of it and then we're going to continue it. Then afterwards, if we still have time, we're going to answer the activities, okay? So if you are
Yes.
at page 28, I want you to start
Yes.
with material types, letter A, metals and nonmetals. Please read.
Yes. Metals and non-metals. Read again.
Yes, read again.
Yes.
You always read,
Met.
I explain, and that's it.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Metal and non-metals. Engineering materials can be divided into metals. Examples of metallic materials are irons and coppers. Non-metals. Example of non-metallic materials are carbon and silicon. Mm. As irons is such a widely used materials. Metals can be divided into ferrous metals that contain irons, non-ferrous metals that do not contain irons.
Okay, let's start from there. You're getting way too fast today, okay? Take it easy on
Yes.
the throat. You just had you were just, complaining about it yesterday, so don't force too much, right? Again, when it comes to reading, I always tell you to relax. Read it slow. It's not about, who reads it more fast. Because of that, I want you to say these words again. I want you to read
Yes.
these words. How do you read this?
Metallic.
Okay, it's not metallic. All right, it's not metallic. It's metallic.
Metallic.
Metallic. Not,
Metallic.
not. Slow down. Don't be in a hurry. Listen. Metallic, not metallic. That's different. If you will hear, the tone is different.
Yes.
Metallic versus metallic. Metallic.
Metallic. Metallic.
Again, metallic.
Metallic.
That's a bit close. Again, let's try more. Metallic.
Metallic.
Yes. There you go. You got it. Finally. See, there's a difference between metallic and metallic. You know, it's kind of like the same word, but I want you to be much more clearer with what you are trying to say. So let's go back to that. Next one is this word.
Iron. Iron.
Okay. All right. I think I already told you before. It's not iron. It's iron. Okay. Teacher, it's spelled as IRON. I know. But again, most of the words cannot actually be fully dependent on how it is spelled. So basically, all you have to do is to find out how it is being pronounced. In this case, this is not iron. This is like this. Long a, yorn.
Azores.
Not jo. Don't say jo. You say yo. Look at my mouth. It's going to be round. You're going to push the air outside. Yo.
Ayon.
Iron. Now, you
Ayon.
did got, yes. There you go. Again.
Ay-
Iron.
Ayon.
Okay.
Ayon.
Very good. See, now you remember. Now you remember because the last time that we had this, yeah, you were able to nail it. It's iron. As iron is such a widely used material. Last one is this. Before we proceed to letter B,
Those.
those, not those, the, those.
Yes. Those.
Very good. There, see, you now remember. All right, let's go to letter B. Elements, compounds, and mixtures.
Elements, compounds, and mixtures.
Mhm.
With regard to the chemicals, composition of materials, and chemicals they contain, and how those chemicals are combined. Three main categories can be used. Elements are pure material in their most basic form. They can not be broken down into different constituents. Ingredients, examples of elements widely used in engineering materials are iron,
Very good.
carbon, and aluminum.
Very good. All right, continue.
Compounds consist of two or more elements that are chemically bound, that is, combined by a chemicals reaction, and an everyday example is water, which is compound of hydrogen and oxygen.
Oxygen. All right, next.
Mix, mixtures consist of two or more elements or compounds which are mixed together, but which are not chemically bound. In engineering, common examples are alloys, that is, metals which have other metals and metals mixed with them. A
Very good.
common example is steel, which is an iron carbon alloy and can include other alloying metals which are added to alloys in small quantities relative to the main metal. Examples of widely used alloying metals are chrom- chromium, manganese, and tungsten.
Okay.
Tungsten.
All right. Let's rest for a bit. Let's rest for a bit. And we have a lot of words to review. Okay. So let's start with this one. Okay. How do you read this one again? Read it slowly, slowly but surely.
Chemicals.
Che-
Chemicals.
okay. Sometimes you just say chemicals. It doesn't have an S. If the word has like S at the end, that's the time that you say chemicals. But
Chemical.
yeah, there. It should be like that. You should be well aware. Again, be mindful. If there is an S, that's the only time that you will pronounce the sound of S. But without an S, it's just chemical. All right, next one.
Content. Content.
Okay, it's not content. Contain. Con.
Content.
Mhm.
Content.
That's con for the first syllable, and tain. It's like tay, and then a big N, a stress on the end. Tain. Contain.
Content.
Very good. That's much better. All right, next one. Okay, how about this one?
Combined. Combined.
Com- not combined, combined. The first one that you said.
Combined.
Very
Combined.
good. Not combined, combined. There's an N.
Combined.
Okay.
Combined.
Okay, let me type it in. Com by N and then D. Combined.
Combined. Combined.
Okay. Next one.
Man. Man.
Main. Okay. It's
Man.
not mine.
Man.
It's meh. It's like M-E, mained. I know it's spelled as M-A-I-N, but it should sound like main. All right, next word.
Man.
Not men, see? It's not men. It's main.
Man.
All right, there you go. Next one. Okay, what's this one?
Materials.
Materials.
Ma- mat-
Materials.
materials.
Very good.
Materials.
Very good. I like that. I like that. This one. Okay.
Constituents. Constituents.
Okay. Remember what I told you not to cut, you can sometimes use the syllable method, but sometimes you can't. This is an example of that. All right. Why? This is how you put it into syllables. Cons, T, chu, went. All right. Can you try this?
Constituents.
Very good.
Constituents.
See, there's a difference. Instead of saying constituents, you say constituents. It doesn't have a W, but that's how it should sound. Okay, next one. Got a lot today. All right, this one.
Bond. Bond.
Okay, it's not Bond. It sounds like James Bond, Bond, but it's not. It's bound. Look at the mouth,
Out.
buh, and you observe that the lower part of the teeth goes down. Bound. Can you say that
Bowed.
again? Not bowed,
Ba-
bound.
Bowed.
Bound. Okay. Next one. It sounds like bound as well, but here we go.
Com- combined.
Okay, there you go. Combined. All right, next one.
Mm.
All right, try this one.
Mixtures.
hmm
Mixtures.
Mixtures. I like that. You're now learning how to use letter X. All right, mixtures. Okay,
Mixtures.
mhm, already had bound. How about this one?
Alloy. Alloy.
Okay, it's not alloy. It's actually alloy. Because when you say
Alloy.
you don't say iron carbon alloy. You say iron carbon alloy.
Alloy.
Okay. So if that's alloy, then what is this?
Alloying.
Okay. Alloying. Not alloy, it's alloying. Alloy. Coming from the word alloy, this one is alloying.
Alloying.
Yes, very good. Okay, so we got here two alloyings. Oh, this one too? Okay, how do you pronounce this one?
Germanium.
Okay, it's not chromium. Okay, let's divide it.
Gram.
Okay. Okay, this one. Chromium. Chromium.
Chromism.
Don't say zh, zh. You have to eliminate that sound. Cro me. It's like Lee. C. So Lee C D. It's like that. Crow me. Me.
chromism.
Okay, you. Say you.
You.
There.
Chromium.
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 Yes,
Chromism.
not zoom. Don't include the ju again anymore. It's chromium.
Chromium.
Yes. Perfect. That's perfect. Okay. Oh, and last one. Okay.
Tungsten.
Okay. Tungsten. Tungsten.
Tungsten.
Very
Tungsten.
good. All right. There you go. Let's go to letter C. Composite materials.
Composite materials. Materials. Composite materials. The article below is from an engineer journal. Materials under the microscope microscope composites. When you think of examples of high-tech materials, composite materials come to mind, such as carbon fiber
Very good.
used
Carbon
in
fiber.
aerospace and Formulas One cars. But also we think of composites as high-tech and highly expensive. That's not always true. These earliest examples of composite materials were bricks made from mud and stone. To use the correct composite terms from stone reinforcement, the structural network that reinforces that material inside and a mud matrix the material surrounding the reinforcement. These terms explain what a composite material is: a matrix with a reinforcing material inside it. A modern everyday example is fiberglass, correctly called glass reinforced plastic GRB, which has a flatted matrix reinforced with the glass fibers.
Okay. So before I explain everything to you from A to C, yeah, we're going to run down some words. All right. I think you forgot this word again. Can you please read this?
Is
Okay.
yes,
You said a while ago E. Okay. Don't forget is. Always study
is
S. It should
yes.
come automatic. It should come automatic. If you see this letter, whether it be at the beginning of the word or like this one at the end, it needs to sound, you know, the S. We need to hear the S. All right, let's go with this one. First word. How do you
Mic,
pronounce that?
microscope, microscope,
Okay, it's like this. Let me type it down. My crow scope. Okay, please open up your eyes. Look into the screen. My
mic,
crow scope.
microscope,
Yes,
microscope,
yes. Because if you're going to divide it, my crow and then scope. Next one.
composite,
Okay. All right. It's actually pronounced as composite. It's like sitting down. All right, Mr. Lee, sit down. It's like that. Composite.
composite,
Not
composite,
That's close. That's pretty much close. Composite. Just don't. It needs not to be composite. Composite. Try again.
Composite.
Materials. All right. Next one.
High tech. High tech.
Okay. Instead of saying high tech, you can say like this: high
High,
tech.
high tech.
Yes,
Yes,
just tech,
high
not
tech.
tech. Ch
Ah,
is considered as like K. Come
yes.
high tech instead of saying high tech. High tech. Okay.
High tech.
Next one.
High tech.
hmm Okay, this one.
Earliest.
Okay. It's not early est. Remember, we don't cut, we cut some of the words, we cut them into syllables. Some we don't. This is one of those. Lee, yes.
Early
Lee,
est.
yes.
Earliest.
Not est.
Earliest.
Remember the Y. Remember the
Yes.
Y.
Earliest.
Lee, yes. Yes. There you go. You got
Earliest.
it. Mm-hmm. Okay. Next one.
Store. Store. Store.
Okay. It's not stall. Remember the sound of R. What's the sound of letter R? Straw. St.
Store.
Straw.
Straw. Straw. Straw.
Okay. Very good. Straw. Next one. Okay. This we have
Reinforcement.
not reinforcement. Reinforce and then you cut and then meant. Reinforcement.
Reinforcement.
Okay.
Reinforcement.
Not forcement. Reinforce, cut, and then meant. Reinforcement.
Reinforcement.
Yes, there you go. All right.
Hmm.
All right. Doing good, doing good. Next one. This I also noticed this one. I highly suggest you read it slowly. Read the first two letters and then the last four letters, okay? This one.
Matrix. Matrix.
Okay. It's not matrix, it's like this. May trick.
Matrix.
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 Matrix. It's like the movie of Keanu Reeves, Matrix. All right. What else? Reinforcement. We're already done. This one. Okay. It's
Re,
relevant and close to reinforcement. But yeah, what is this?
reinforces.
Reinforces. Very good. All right. Oh, last one. Last. Okay, this one.
Plastic. Plastic.
Plastic. Very good. Okay, so I was maybe thinking some of the words you just forgot how to pronounce them. Some of the words you keep
Yes.
on going back to the
Yes.
old methods. So that's why it's
Yes.
important for you to come to class as much as possible because of course you don't know you don't know or you lack practice if you don't come to class. So it's a good thing. Now let me explain to you. All right, so what we're talking about here are material types, like for example, metals and non-metals. For letter A, metals, for example, like materials like iron or copper, but there are also non-metals like carbon and silicon. Some of the, I mean, even nowadays, there are like materials that are strong as iron, but not as heavy as iron, like carbon. All right. Also, as iron is such a widely used materials, it can be divided into two kinds of metal. Again, iron can be divided into two kinds of metal. What is the first one? The first one is ferrous metals. Can you say ferrous metals?
Ferrous metals.
hmm Number two. Non-ferrous metals.
Non-ferrous metal.
Okay. Next one. Oh, unfortunately, it's actually time's up for us. So we will continue this tomorrow. We'll continue
Yes.
with further elaboration and then we will answer the activities. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Just a reminder, please take note of those words that we just reviewed. I know it's a handful. And tomorrow we will resume after, of course, answering the exercises. We will resume in reading. Okay?
Yes.
All right. So
Okay.
if you
Thank
don't
you.
have any questions, I will see you again tomorrow. And you have a great
Yes.
evening. Thank you
Yes.
for
Okay. Thank you.
coming to your class, and welcome back. All right. Goodbye, Mr. Lee. See you tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Goodbye.